Okay, a couple more demos. One is to just show you that the filtering actually works. So I'm now with the latest testing release, and it will show up in 2.3.6, the idea of filtering. So here's the assurance case. If I now execute it, verify all, it executes 29 cases. And if I now change the filter to just weight analysis, it now only shows weight-related activities. And if I want to execute, it only executes those that are weight-related. So that's how you can deal with subsets of these things. If I now change the view to all, it now shows some have been executed, some not, and now you can either re-verify all or verify those that haven't been verified before. The second thing I wanted to show you was the aircraft model from Savi. Again, it's a public model that we have available on GitHub. The model itself is multi-tier, lots of different parts, major subsystems, subcontracting with several sub-projects. There's a whole tutorial on that you can find by going to the ADL wiki and looking for Savi. What I have done here is gone through and defined requirements and verification plans and assurance case configurations. So here is a whole bunch of requirements. For example, there are some requirements on the engine. It's at this moment just a weight requirement, a weight limit verification. It's just in this case weight. And higher up we have requirements for the aircraft as a whole and various subsystems. We have defined two assurance cases. One is the one for the whole aircraft. For the aircraft system is defined here, and we are verifying just the subsystem spec before it goes out to subcontracting, and then once the subsystems are delivered back, we are verifying that configuration of the system. So here are then the various subsystems, and we will run the appropriate analyses based on the requirement specification. And here we have configured which subsystems we then verify and which ones we assume have been pre-verified. And then the second one is assurance case for just the digital flight control, the flight system part. So we can verify things at that level if you want to, without the contextual verification of the other things. And otherwise it's not earth-shaking. All we do is we again invoke verify all, and as you see in this case there's 168 things that need to be verified, and in the other case, so that's running right now. And down here at the bottom we see the progress as well as seeing it in here. So if I bring up the progress, it indicates where it is in terms of analysis. The bandwidth capacity analysis is one that takes a long time, but analyzes everything. When we then come across individual elements that we want to verify, we don't rerun the total analysis, but simply look for the result in the result report of that analysis. And so once the first one is through, then the other ones run much faster. So that's how we have interfaced to some of the plugins. Same with latency analysis. As a plugin, it runs all end-to-end latency analyses. And we then just look up the individual ones as soon as you run across one with a requirement that needs to be verified. In the Java-based implementation, we then invoke the analysis only on a specific end-to-end flow, and so it's proportional to the end-to-end flows. And like we said, is it just runs through these things and updates the things as it goes. And basically that's it, what I wanted to show on this side here. Just the idea that you can do that for large systems and